How's it going, guys? I just wanted to make this short video on how to play Cooking by Currentjoys. Now, there's not too much on the internet that I've found in terms of tabs and how to actually play the song. At the time of me recording this, there's nothing really on YouTube or Ultimate Guitar. So I thought I'd just make this short video on how I've kind of figured out how to play the song, play along with it at least. It's probably not the complete right way to play it, but to me it sounds enough like the song to actually play along with it and just have fun with it. So the only place where I actually found a way to play it was on TikTok by a guy called Layer6. And what I'll do is I'll leave a link to the video in the description, so shout out to him because he showed me the notes and how to actually play the song. And then all I've done is I've added a few things which I kind of heard by ear listening to the song, and I think they fit quite well. Okay, so the whole song is pretty much played on this part of the neck here, and it's just comprised of 4 main notes really. You got this little riff that kind of goes through the whole song. And so those notes is the 9th fret D string, the 11th fret D string, then you move up to the 9th fret of the A string and the 11th fret of the A string. So it's just. And then what Nick Rattigan does in the song is, whilst he's playing a single note, he also adds in the open string above. So for example, the first part would be like that. And that's just hitting the 9th fret D string and the open A string. And then you move on to the next part, which there's a bit of a bend in it. So it's kind of like a bit like that. So the problem with this part is that because you're playing the open string above it, it can get a bit fiddly and you kind of mute the string sometimes, which I don't think it sounds that bad, but alternatively you could bend down. But I just prefer the sound of bending up. So that part would be a bit like that. So in total you've got, and like I said, I've only sort of been practicing the song for a little while, so I'm sure this part will sound cleaner. But in the context of the song, I think it works quite well. And then after you played that part, again, you move up to the 9th fret on the A string, and then you play the open low E. And then after that, you move over to the 11th fret of the A string, and you play the open low E. So you put it all together, and you should have something like this. So how the pattern of the song goes, you want to play that sort of riff 4 times, so that thing 4 times, and then after that, this part here comes in. So this is the part that I'm kind of unsure of. It sounds kind of good in the context of the song, and I think it works, but if anyone's got any suggestions of what it might actually be, I'm not sure. It might be an octave or something like that. But to me, this sounds good enough, which is the taking the 7th on the low E, the 9th on the A, and 9th on the D. So just a simple chord, just a simple power chord. And so yeah, in total you should have something like this. And there's only really one other part of the song where the music kind of cuts out and there's just a single note playing, and then there's a bit of a solo. I haven't really worked out the solo yet, but what you can do is you can just improvise over that, and all that is really is just a open low E note. So this song doesn't really have a chorus. It's got, you could say it's got 2 choruses or 2 verses, whatever you want to say, but in between the 2 choruses or verses, it's just this sort of intermission, and that's what you can do, is you can just sort of play that. And you can even sort of spice it up at times where, you know, halfway through the intermission you can kind of get the 9th fret and the A involved, and you can sort of a bit like that. But what you want to do is you want to play it quite softly, so like and then you just want to build up as the song builds up. Once you listen to it and you play a couple of times through, you kind of get the rhythm for it. But as the song's kind of building up and the drums kick in, that's when you can, a bit like that. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics of the song. Again, shout out to Layer 6. It's the only person I've actually seen online who has done a sort of tutorial on how to play it. So I thought I'd just do one for YouTube as well. Yeah, pretty simple song really. Just a bit of practicing to go into it. I've only learnt this like an hour ago or something, so a bit more practicing to go into it, but that's pretty much the basic structure of the song and the notes you got to play. I think the important part of the song is just trying to master playing the open string with the actual note at the same time, and then the bend on the 11th of the D. But I think once you get that down, pretty simple song, and yeah, it's really fun to play along with. It's quite a short song. And like I said as well, if anyone's got any suggestions on how to improve it, put it in the comments below. I'll also have a link. I'm going to create a tab for it on Ultimate Guitar, so I'll leave a link for that in the description as well. Yeah, hopefully I'll have that tab done by the time the video's out, but if not, just look out for it because I'm sure it'll be anytime soon. And yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. I'll be doing a few more of these in the future, just any sort of songs that I spot that aren't really on YouTube that I kind of know how to play myself. I'll just do a short little video to show you how you can get a sort of basic understanding of the song. Give it a go yourself, and most of those songs that I'll be doing are going to be similar to bands like currentjoys, Surf Curse. So yeah, if that's something you think you'd be interested in, then please consider subscribing. I also do a lot of other content on this channel, such as reaction videos, tier lists, all that kind of stuff. It's all music related, but if you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, and I hope you have a nice day.